What's good, everyone? Indrid here, giving you another 5 tips video, this time on how to win more games with Freya. Tip number 1. Incapacitate, incapacitate, incapacitate. Seriously, Freya is one of the only characters who has an incapacitate that costs no energy. As long as you have static on somebody, hit them with an M2 and push them into a wall, and you get an incapacitate costing no energy. She also has a second incapacitate on her EX space skill that will allow her M1 to incapacitate. There's so much incapacitate going on with Freya, you have to be doing it all the time. Tip number 2, counter initiate. Freya can very quickly be killed when she's focused by all 3 party members. So make sure that you're kind of waiting for someone to commit so you can counter commit. That could look like peeling for your healer, that could look like DPSing their healer, or maybe you're going off on their third character and able to get free hits in the back. Either way, I think it's important to hesitate just a little bit and not jump in immediately. Her trance is only about 1.5 seconds, and it doesn't really cause you to mitigate so much damage because it pulls them into you and gets them closer to dealing damage to your face. Tip number 3, dodge skills. You may think I'm kidding here because of course you want to dodge skills with everybody, but Freya's kit is special where she has 2 different skills that allow her to avoid damage. Both her space and her E make her airborne. This causes her to not take damage while she's in the air for those frames. So be sure to utilize this. Of course, it's really easy to do with her space. The E is very tricky. So I promise you if you time it right though, you can avoid an incoming snipe. Tip number 4. If you can't incap them, push them. What I mean by this is when somebody has static and you hit an M2, they get pushed very far. Sometimes you're not going to be able to hit an incap, but maybe you can push them very far out of the fight, forcing them to use some of their defensive skills or some maneuverability skills to get back into the fight. That will make that a much easier target to kill when they can't escape when you jump on their face. Tip number 5. You gotta use Charge Strike. Charge Strike is located on her R, and it does an AoE damage, and if anybody has static, it gives a shield to you. This is super important because as we talked about before, Freya can be quite fragile. Yes, she can dodge skills. Yes, she has some means of getting shield if you spec into it with her Battlerites, but this is her one innate ability to get shield to help mitigate the damage, and it costs 25 energy. So it can be a little scary to use and hard to incorporate when you're first starting out, but I promise, if you learn to incorporate Charge Strike into your everyday battle with Freya, you will see yourself winning more and more. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another 5-tip video here brought to you by Indrid. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment if you have another hero that you would like it seen done to, and don't forget to share the video. Thanks guys, have a good one.